communist says, US and Soviets are very close. Some people ask me, are you really a communist? And I say, yes, I am. Vitaly Kobysh said somberly. Vitaly Kobysh, 45, is a US correspondent for Izvestia, Moscow evening daily newspaper, which has a circulation of 8 million. They say, why, that's terrible. And I say, why? They say, you are for violations and war, Mr. Kobysh continued. I say, not at all. Then I ask them, what do you want in your life? And they say, peace, justice, equality. Well, they are the same things I want, I tell them. Then I say, are you a communist? Why, they ask me, and I say, because you are for ideas of communism. The words are dividing and separating us, but we are for the same things, Mr. Kobysh explained. We are very close, the Soviets and the Americans. Psychologically, we have the same soul, and we would like the same things, he said, spreading his hands on the table. Mr. Kobysh, a native of the Ukrainian, is visiting Palm Beachers, Mr. and Mrs. Victor Hammer. This week, while Soviet Deputy Minister of Foreign Trade Vladimir Alhimov is in Palm Beach for a 4-day stay. Mr. Kobysh is covering the US-USSR trade agreement for Izvestia and is hopeful that America and the Soviet Union can iron out trade difficulties which have cropped up since 1972 wheat deal, followed by the Arab-Israel war and ensuing worldwide fuel crisis. I really believe that as soon as the American and Soviet people understand each other, it is not so easy because many things interfere. And make things difficult. And start from the idea that we are not devils, but the same people, the same human beings, and mostly we want the same things. I am absolutely sure this world will be a more or less happy world, Mr. Kobysh said earnestly. Flushed from his first day sunning in warm tropical Palm Beach and relaxed after an informal lunch with Hammers, Mr. Kobysh reviewed his philosophy of the present process of detente between the US and the Soviets. My philosophy is that we are now in an absolutely new, unknown period in human history, he said, looking across Lake Worth, its waters sparkling in the brilliant afternoon sun. It creates a very new and interesting situation when the positive steps for the establishment of peaceful foundations for this civilization is absolutely possible now, and probably inevitable, he continued, his green eyes wide with enthusiasm. I hope you don't call this propaganda, because if it is, it's a propaganda of life, because it's important for you as it is for us, Mr. Kobysh added, smiling. I'm not so young. to be such a rosy optimist, but I have had all kinds of experiences in my life, and I am deeply sure that there are no more close people in the world than the Soviets and the Americans, he added firmly. An interview, an article from the newspaper called Palm Beach Daily News, 1st of February 1974. Author Dorothy Gray. Thank you for your time.